Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to share with you a couple of things that most Italians are so used to. They will not usually talk about it. They will not usually tell you the things about living in Italy. I have learned them over the years that I've lived here. Some of them I've learned the hard way, but I want to share them with you, especially if you're planning to move to Italy anytime soon. And since this is my 10th year of living here, I've decided to make this kind of a series, to share some of my expat wisdom, if you want to call it so, and share useful tips with you if you're a prospective expat. So without further ado, I remind you to subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed yet for more expat talk videos, but also for my travel vlogs. And let's dive deeper into this topic. Number one thing that was quite surprising for me personally is that owning a car in Italy can be pretty expensive, and it really varies based on the region or the city where you live. The road taxes are quite high, and then there is the so-called Bollo Auto, which is like the main car tax that you have to pay every year. And I am not really sure how it is calculated, but I think it's based on how much pollution does your car cause or something like that, and it really varies from car to car. So sometimes you can expect to pay quite a lot, even around 400 euro, 500 euro per year for your car tax, the Bollo Auto. And then the car insurance, guys, can get ridiculously expensive because the car insurance depends on the city where you reside. I have learned it just recently when I moved from Bologna to Florence, and when I had to renew my car insurance, I found out that in Florence the car insurance cost way more than in Bologna. It is not double the price, but close to it, because apparently the Florence metropolitan area sees more accidents than Bologna. I was absolutely shocked to find this out, and I'm actually reevaluating whether I need the car at all, because yes, it can get pretty expensive. Number two, taxes in Italy are pretty high. I think this is almost a common knowledge. Most people know that taxes in Italy are quite high, so if you're planning to work here, especially if you're planning to be self-employed, be prepared to pay a large sum of what you make in taxes. Then, of course, you will get some benefits as well, but this is a different topic. What I wanted to say today is actually that Italy also loves some random taxes, like the TV tax, for example. The TV tax is a real thing and will be added to your electricity bill every month or every 2 months, based on how often you receive it. And this, for me, it sounds ridiculous, but it is a thing in Italy. And if you do not own a TV, like myself, for example, I don't own a TV, to avoid paying this tax, you will have to apply every year and let the officials know that you do not own a TV, because it is automatically assumed that you have one. So if you do not have it, and if you don't want to pay this tax, every year you will have to let them know that you have not acquired a TV in the past year. Number three, Italy is slowly digitalizing. I have to give it to this country. Slowly but surely, more services are getting available digitally, and you can do more things online compared to 10 years ago when I just came here. I am so happy about it. But still, so many things are required on paper to this day. So many certificates are required to be printed, are required on paper. And there are so many stamps, like certified stamps, that you will need whenever you have to deal with the local bureaucracy. And there is the thing that is marca da bollo, which is this physical stamp for which you will always have to pay. Some certificates, like, the residency certificate or something, will usually require it, so you will have to pay an extra fee for this marca da bollo. But even the medical offices require it, which is ridiculous. But to give you an example, recently I went to an appointment, and to get my invoice after the appointment to pay for it, I also had to add these 2 euros on top of it for the marca da bollo. Obviously, it's just 2 euros, so it's not that big of a deal, but I just don't get it. Why would I need a certified stamp on my doctor's invoice to pay for it? It makes no sense to me, but this is just something that you should know so you're not surprised. If you see the stamp being printed on your document or your invoice, know that the fee for this stamp will be on you. Number four, client is almost always wrong. Just a couple of days ago, I watched this movie, A Good Year by Ridley Scott, which honestly I did not really like. But there was this moment when one of the characters said something along the lines of, remember that the customer is always wrong. This is so true about Italy as well, even though the movie was about the south of France. But it happens all the time, especially with the governmental offices or, your phone company, your internet provider. Be prepared to fight for your rights from time to time. Even, just calling them sometimes can be a big deal because you may have to be passed between different people until you get the right person who can potentially solve your problem. But even after that, if you're lucky to get any reply at all, your problem may be left unresolved. This is just, how things are in Italy. And as an expat of 10 years here, I can say that you just get used to it sometimes. You just let it go. You know that things work this way, and it teaches you patience, You become way more patient and in dealing with these things, and you just learn to go with the flow when it comes to bureaucracy and all other companies as well. And getting to number 5, last but not least, this thing can be a little tricky for foreigner and can be a little bit unexpected, but I personally love it. This seasonal food obsession is real in Italy, and I'm here for it. If you try to find something that is out of season in the supermarket, fruits or vegetables, you will not find it. Simple as it is, And if you suggest cooking something out of season to an Italian, be prepared for at least a weird look, if not a full-on lecture. But, I know it can be tricky. It might require you to adjust to it if you just come to Italy and you crave something suddenly, but you have to wait for a couple of months to get it. But on the other hand, isn't it wonderful that you always get to eat the fruits and vegetables that are grown right now in season and locally? I love the thing so much. And yeah, you will just, I think you will catch up on this and learn to love this seasonal food obsession as well. Now, of course, while all of this is true, none of this is meant to discourage you from moving to Italy because, these are just the small hiccups, the things that you will get used to over time, the curveballs. You either get used to them or you just learn to accept them. This is how things work, I think, And then Italy has so many good things about it, the climate, the history, the art, the people, the nature, the everything, the culture, of course, the food. So for me personally, I think there is no country in the world that would not have any cons. And none of the things that I've mentioned are the deal breakers for me. And if they're not for you as well, then once again, I welcome you to my channel. Make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, like, comment this video, share it with your friends, and stay tuned for more videos like this and also our travel vlogs. Check them out, by the way, if you're new here. I have lots of travel vlogs around Italy and also beyond too. And thank you so much for being here. Please enjoy your day.